From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball on the show. Next. Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
1-1.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Cabrera's there. One down. Into the box, Justin Morneau, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around first, digging for two now. And he will get there with the first hit of the ball game, a one-out double. Miguel Cabrera steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first, so this is a big opportunity right now.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, a ball and a strike. A man at third with one away. Hit to short. To his left, Cabrera. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number two.
Second baseman
Odubel Herrera will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Ender Inciarte comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Astros, center fielder Ender Inciarte.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. At the plate, Everett Cabrera will swing it from the left side right here.
Decent numbers, but nothing amazing from the left side of the plate so far this season.
Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike one. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, 2 strikes on him now. A runner at first with no outs here. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Darrell Lee will stand in now, just a few ticks shy of the 300 mark for the season.
Yeah, and he leads his ball club in hitting, so he's a guy that they really look to offensively.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Cabrera running. Swing and a miss, strike three. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second. So stepping in, Nick Markakis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. And Ibar will make the catch to retire the side. Ben Paulson makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Designated hitter.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there. 1 away. Justin Upton will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Well, one of the reasons why this guy has had a rough season is because he's only had 3 hits in his last 10 games, so that's kind of the way it's been going for him.
You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Harrison's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And Ibar swings through that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Anthony Gose will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Fastball in there for a called strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Lifted the other way to left center. Cabrera on the move. And that's the 3rd out. Leading off the inning, Melky Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Left fielder, Melky Cabrera.
And he takes ball 1. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Verlander into his motion. Here's the 1-2. And here's a swing and a miss from Cabrera as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away. Standing in, Josh Harrison. He'll get to take his first cuts here. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hard hit to first. And Morneau will just take this one to first. 3 unassisted for the putout. Jason Castro gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Alberto Callaspo set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Lifted the other way out to left center. Ghost is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. James McCann steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
And a rather easy first out.
Next for the Tigers, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Bases are empty, one man out. In there, 3-1. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the former MVP, first baseman Justin Morneau. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 3 now to Morneau. 3-1. Hit hard up the middle. Cabrera ranging up the middle. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the ever dangerous third baseman Miguel Cabrera. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. In tight with the sinker. Ball 2. A runner on first with 2 away. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Marwin Gonzalez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Gonzalez.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Ender Inciarte will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first.
And it was a nice at-bat, too, Matty. He looked really, really comfortable up there.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. Everett Cabrera steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around.
And you know what? You don't need anything special from him right here. You just need to find a way to move a guy up 90 feet. Could be a good time for a sac bunt.
And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Tries to dump this one out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Ready for another chance? Darryl Lee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Verlander pauses. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
Out of play. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out. Nick Markakis stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Little chopper back his way. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. Odubel Herrera is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Inciarte. Makes the play, 1 away. Ben Paulson is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Hit out toward second. Gloved by Harrison. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Justin Upton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Cabrera on the grass. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Melky Cabrera is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Ran the circle change in on him, a ball and no strikes. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Verlander sets his sights, 2-1 on its way. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Second baseman
Josh Harrison stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Oh, and he misses it. Around first, on his way to second now. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And he is out on a close play as he was trying to stretch it all the way. Now at the plate, Jason Castro. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Alberto Callaspo is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Alberto Callaspo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this will land foul. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Hayward is calling for it, and that ends the inning. Eric Ibar heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Now a ball lined to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Seared down the first baseline. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Into the box now. Anthony goes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Anthony.
First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That misses. 2-0. 1 run, 2 hits. 1 error for the Tigers thus far. 3-0 now. And that will miss for ball 4. So an error and a walk here to start the inning.
The catcher, number 34.
James McCann is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time. Jason Hayward will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, and that misses ball 1. Second and third here, 1 man out. That's wide. 2-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to land foul. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
And remember here, you've got a base open at first, so a walk is not the worst thing that could happen.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Justin Morneau is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
The 1-1 pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. To 2-2 now. Still 2-2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Oh, and it misses ball 4, and that will force home a run. Miguel Cabrera will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side. Harrison has it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Marwin Gonzalez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Right there for strike 1. Strike two. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
1-2's the count.
Verlander gets the sign. Looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready on 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. McCann has it, 1 away. Ender Inciarte will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. First pitch on its way. Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Everett Cabrera steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Runners on first with 1 down. High and away, not close. 3-0. Swing and a miss as he couldn't hold back. 3-1. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Upton. And he makes the catch for the second out. Darrell Lee will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Odubel Herrera will stride in here to get the Tigers started in their half of the 6th. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Ben Paulson is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors' half of the 6th. So 2 gone in the inning now, and here's Justin Upton. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front. A ball and a strike. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Melky Cabrera.
fly ball out toward left center field. After it is Upton. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And this is off the wall now for Upton out there. So a big moment here, and standing in, Josh Harrison. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Here's the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Way outside. 1-2. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. Hit on the ground toward the left. And a throw on to Morneau for out number 2. Jason Castro steps in. Got a base hit in his last at-bat.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
Throw on to the first baseman, Morneau, and the inning is over. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. We're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Eric Ibar is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
You know, guys, you watch the way he's pitched all night, and you'd be surprised to understand that he's thrown a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters he's faced, and he's still pitching such a good game.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Here comes Cabrera. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Riding in once again, Anthony goes. He drew a walk his first time up. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. 1 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit hard back up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single. At the plate, James McCann. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
Yeah, he did his job nicely last time up.
Again down to second. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's inside. 2-0. And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1. Breaking ball misses here, and he falls behind now to 3-1.
And he knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. And not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Set.
Ian Kinsler will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. First and second now, 1 man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Line drive, base hit left field. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. But he'll decide against pushing his luck here as he gets back to third with 1 away. Justin Morneau steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And things are going to go from bad to worse now as a balk has been called. And that's going to extend this lead. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. And they're going to get him here for another balk. They say he broke his hands too quickly, and this is going to push across a run. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead. Good pitch there as it swung on and missed by Morneau. 0-2 now. That misses. 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
And he was in complete control of that at-bat from beginning to end as that last one's waved at and missed for route number 2.
Third baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Miguel Cabrera is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. And Markakis will make the catch, and the side is retired.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Alberto Callaspo will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman,
Marwin Gonzalez will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Hit on the ground to short. There's Ibar. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Striding in, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up. Verlander's ready. Here's the first pitch. This is hit well out toward deep left field. Up and going back. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back.
now batting, shortstop.
A solo shot here to left as they get on the scoreboard here. It's 5-1. Hard hit at third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Darrell Lee will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Swing and a chopper to third. Glove by Cabrera. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it, the side is retired. Odubel Herrera will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. Gonzalez is over, and he puts it away for the first out.
The batter,
Ben Paulson stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Cameron Maben will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Hit hard on the ground to third. And, oh, he gives it the old ole at third, and he gets right by him into left. Justin Upton stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
And you know it's never good to go down looking, but that was kind of a borderline call. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. He's still got to be protecting the plate up there.
Number 35 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 3, Ian Kinsler.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Cabrera for 1. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. 1 batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Nick Markakis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Some action now in the Tigers' bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Squared that one up just a little late. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Melky Cabrera will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit up in the zone, and he didn't miss it. He'll be looking for it again right here.
On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first, and the rally ends just as quickly as it began. 2 away now here in the 8th.
Now batting,
Josh Harrison will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And, Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least 1 across before the 9th.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Taken high and deep to right. Ghost going back at the track. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run.
now batting, catcher.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. And this is on the ground for Kinsler at second. Scooped up. Throw on to the first baseman, Morneau, and the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Eric Ibar, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Troy Patton will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Anthony goes. Steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. James McCann will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Gregerson will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
Luke Gregerson.
Gene Segura will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe force seam it every once in a while. And when he does, he can forget it.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
He's running towards second, but he won't draw a throw. That's taken for ball 4, and it's first and second now with 1 away. So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. First pitch sinker misses in on the hands that time. It's a ball and no strikes.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. There's a strike. It's 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Cabrera going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And that'll bring in the former MVP, first baseman Justin Morneau. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
And now here, 1-2. This is...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Striding in to start the 9th, Alberto Callaspo, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Justin Wilson will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th.
Justin Wilson. This change defensively for the Tigers. Now catching, number 66, John Hicks.
Eight, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. In there, a base hit. Marwin Gonzalez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Gonzalez.
Down the third baseline. Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line. Ready for another shot now. Ender Inciarte. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. Desmond Jennings will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot as he has runners at first and second and nobody out in the inning. Francisco Rodriguez is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Francisco Rodriguez.
Now a bluff back to second as he'll just hold on to it. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no, he can't make the play. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Chopped foul at the plate and will do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. After it is goes. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
Shortstop.
Everett Cabrera will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Runners are at first and third, one away. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. The 0-2 home. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Darrell Lee comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 outs here in the ninth.
You know what? Let's see what kind of fight this team has right now. You've got to get on base right here, and then there might be a glimmer of hope for you.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. On to first, and that's your ball game. And boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our Tops Player of the Game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Tigers. 5 runs on 5 hits. 2 errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Astros, 2 runs on 12 hits. 2 errors. They left 10 men on base. The winning pitcher is Justin Verlander. His record is now 2-6. The save to Francisco Rodriguez, his 6th. The loss goes to Doug Fister. He falls to 3-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 3 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.
Dodger Stadium on a Thursday night. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Gene Segura heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. And we are underway from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch is taken here for ball one. And, looked like ball two below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Hit the other way out toward right field. The catch is made out there by McCutchen, and that's the first out. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Into the windup and the pitch. In tight at 93, ball one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Peterson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Batting third,
Miguel Cabrera gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
And this is low, ball two. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. Right on the corner, 2-2. To short. Seager has it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Billy Hamilton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
leading up for the Dodgers, center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Upton is there to make the catch, and it's a one-pitch out to start the home first.
Batting second,
Corey Seager will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the .330 mark to begin play.
Well, I don't think this should be a surprise to anybody. Most people know he's one of the best hitters in baseball.
And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Andrew McCutchen takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away.
Andrew McCutchen.
And he got him out in front that time. Strike one. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Upton. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. So a runner at first here with two gone in the inning. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0. Justin Turner, the hitter now, with a chance to pick up that runner from second with two away.
And this could prove to be a huge at-bat in this game because you don't want to let these type of scoring opportunities slip away early.
0-1.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike one.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
And a high throw as Cabrera's got no shot at it. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
Left fielder, Jacques.
Sanchez pauses. First pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Herrera on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Justin Upton will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he hasn't looked good over the course of the season, but he is hitting over .450 in his last 10 games.
First pitch of the at-bat. Into the seats, 0-1. High in the air into shallow left center. Seager is there for it. One down. Odubel Herrera will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over .350.
Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. Shot toward second. And the Tigers are into the hit column now. That's their first hit of the contest. So a runner at first with one man gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Eric Ibar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And Ibar swings through that one as he falls behind here. 0-2 now. From the belt, the pitch. And that is swung on and missed as Ibar's down on strikes for out number 2. Cameron Maben set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. James McCann gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. First pitch on its way. Hard hit at third. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with nothing as the inning is over. Lee strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Upton sprinting after it, and they can't run it down. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. 1 out. In now, Yadier Molina. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sanchez sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. This one's down to third. There's Segura. On to first, and Sanchez has got it working now. There are 2 away. Number 27 settles into the box for his first chance. First pitch coming. Here it is. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Swinging a hard liner to short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Anibal Sanchez set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you, because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
On the ground up the middle. Seager comes up with it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Gene Segura will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And he lays off there 1-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson moves over. 2 gone. Digging in, Ian Kinsler. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And no swing apparently. Ball 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. This is line to left, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. Miguel Cabrera stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay, and he is in there. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Hosed.
Billy Hamilton will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not the result you want, and especially swinging at the first pitch. Got to make the pitcher work.
Sanchez is ready. Here's the first pitch. Back at it is Sanchez as he moves ahead of the leadoff man here. 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. And 1 gone now in the Dodger third. Digging in for his second at-bat, Corey Seager. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Inside with the first pitch splitter, and it's 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Segura is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Andrew McCutchen is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. Adrian Gonzalez stands in after hitting an RBI double his first time around.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
And a high strike there, 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. There's a swing and a high pop-up. Ibar is there for it. And the inning is over. Justin Upton is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Drilled right back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Odubel Herrera will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Odubel Herrera.
He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. Now at the plate, Eric Ibar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Runner at first here, one man out. Tap fouled at home plate. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Stepping in, Cameron Maben. He singled his last time up. Skied into straightaway right. McCutchen is under it. And that's the third out. Justin Turner is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Third baseman, Justin
Sanchez into his motion. Here's the first pitch. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And this is taken in by Upton for the first out. Jock Peterson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are two down. Lee is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. James McCann heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swinging on the first pitch as this is popped high in the air over toward the right side of the infield. Gonzalez is there to put this one away, and it's a very quick out to start the fifth. Anibal Sanchez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. And now the second pitch is swung on and hit in the air to left. And this is handled easily, so quickly two are gone here to start the fifth. Gene Segura will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And it's quickly 0-2. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And this is going back to the pattern he's been using here lately. Set him up inside and then get him out with pitches away.
A little low, it's 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, we see this all the time. Guys get up 0-2.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Yadier Molina comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Yadier Molina.
Sanchez gets his sign. First pitch on the way. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Just missing here. 2-0.
No strike.
Outside. 3-0 now. A little shaky here to start the 5th.
Yeah, he shouldn't be too tired. You figure he'll settle back in sooner or later.
1 strike.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Number 27 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And now the manager brings his outfield in here with the pitcher at the plate. Doesn't want to get burned on any weak bloopers. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Nobody out, runner on first. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. The tag gets 1. Stepping up to the plate, Billy Hamilton. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And we all know he's a much better hitter from the other side.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the 2nd out. Corey Seager will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike 1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. 2 out here and a runner at second. And he takes ball 4. So now at least they're set up for the force at any base here with 2 away. Andrew McCutcheon digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 2 down, runners at first and second. Grounded to third. Segura fields it cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Ian Kinsler makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Peterson looks up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
The first baseman, number 24.
So it's a solo shot for Ian Kinsler. And the Tigers have cut this to a 2-1 ball game. Miguel Cabrera stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hamilton patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Justin Upton digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Inside.
1 out, nobody on. Swing and a line drive to left. Peterson is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting.
Odubel Herrera digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 1 run, 6 hits. 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Little tapper down the first baseline. And Gonzalez will take it over himself, and that'll do it. Adrian Gonzalez gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
First baseman.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Gonzalez.
And that misses inside, 1-0. That's 2-0 now. Swinging a ball hit in the air to right field and deep. Back is the right fielder, but he will look up and watch this one sail out of here.
Now batting. Third
A
baseman.
solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it gives the Dodgers a 3-1 lead. Justin Turner is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. Base is empty here with nobody out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Maven on the run. He tracks it down. A nice running play, and there's one away.
The left fielder, number 31.
Jock Peterson will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Now batting.
Lee will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Upton, and that retires the side. Back here at Dodger Stadium. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point.
Out for Detroit, shortstop, Eric Ivo.
Hit down the third baseline. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he's safe. Cameron Maben will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Turned on down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Ball 2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Relay to Gonzalez, and it's a double play. James McCann will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips.
Well, on the bright side, I guess, he is putting the ball in play. He's just not getting that solid contact that you're looking for when a guy's...
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side.
It's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Yadier Molina steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Here comes the first pitch. Liner towards second. But there to make the play is Kinsler as he takes away a knock. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Number 27 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. In the air now, out to left. After it is Upton. He makes the running play. 2 down. Billy Hamilton will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Anibal Sanchez comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But, hey, who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky.
Anthony goes. He's going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Anthony goes.
Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. The 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Coming in is Peterson. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Gene Segura ready to try again. Struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Well, it was a good changeup that got him last time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to work that off-speed stuff right back into their game plan here.
Pedro Baez will get the call here as he'll take over with 1 gone in the top of the 8th.
Pedro Baez.
Justin Morneau will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Hard hit to first. Gonzalez has got it. The tag, and he is out. Ian Kinsler will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight.
And Matt, they'd like nothing more than to ignite a 2-out rally right here. Maybe scratch at least one across before the ninth.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Swing and a liner, but foul. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Justin Wilson is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Justin Wilson. This change defensively for the Tigers. Now playing third base, number 33, Justin Morneau.
Corey Seager leads it off for the boys in blue here in the 8th at Dodger Stadium. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Now a drive that'll carry over the head of Ibar into left center, a base hit. Andrew McCutchen gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Hard liner toward short. But this is pulled in by the shortstop. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ranging back is Maben. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Now this is cut and thrown to first. On to first, and they get the double play. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Miguel Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
To third. On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Justin Upton will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Grounded down the third baseline. Gloved by Turner. Throw on to first to be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out. Odubel Herrera makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
It's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Adam Liberatore will get the call here as he'll try to work the final third of an inning in the top of inning number 9.
Liberatore.
First delivery to him on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
And he'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. And guys, I think you might agree there's little doubt that the star of this afternoon's contest was this man, Adrian Gonzalez. Don't put that card in your bicycle spokes. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving as anybody.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.
Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, there's a beautiful look at PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. Into the box is leadoff man Jason Hayward, and we are ready for baseball. And the first pitch of the night taken for ball one as we're underway in Pittsburgh. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Martin waits on it, and he's set down, one away. Into the box, Eric Ibar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Bailey gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
And here's Davis to tuck it in, and there are two gone now. Miguel Cabrera gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike.
Yeah, just really jumping out at that last pitch. He had him thinking fastball, maybe even slider.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Bat explodes as this has popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Standing in is the leadoff man Michael Bourne as he'll get things started in the home half of the first. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Goes is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Adam Frazier will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. J.D. Martinez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Odubel Herrera will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ballgame.
Well, he hasn't looked good over the course of the season, but he is hitting over .450 in his last 10 games.
Bailey sets his sights. Here it is on 1-0. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Yeah, you've got a cold night. The ball won't be carrying as well, so you can afford to take a few more chances in the strike zone and challenge some guys. In that case, up in the strike zone.
And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
The left fielder,
Ben
number
Paulson
10.
will stand in now, still
Paulson.
struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his numbers have been kind of ugly for the entire season, but guess
No,
what?
that's
Over his
inside.
last 10 games, he's hitting over 400.
Oh, yeah.
And he fires in a strike this
1-1.
time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Hit down the line at first. Pujols has it. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now. Anthony goes
Batting sixth.
into the box here in the
Center
top of the
fielder, number
second,
12,
looking to keep this inning going.
Anthony goes.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. This is skied into short left center. Bourne on the run. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Chris Davis will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Back goes Paulson, still ranging back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Albert.
It's a solo home run for Chris Davis. Number 13 for him on the year, and the Pirates are staked to a 1-0 lead. Now a swing and a miss by Pujols, and he's in a quick 0-2 hole. And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth,
Josh Reddick digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Line towards center field. Ghost is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Russell Martin gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
1-0.
2 out, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Morneau in foul ground, and that ends the inning. Justin Morneau leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to go here in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something going because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Toss started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there. Bailey's ready, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good eye to lay off the knuckle curve that time, and he makes it a full count. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Martinez shading to his right. 1 out. Stepping up to the plate, James McCann, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Bourne. He can't get there as it falls in. He's around first on his way to second now, and he is in there safely with their first hit so far, a one-out double. So striding in, Shane Green, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Digging in, Jason Hayward. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Down the first baseline. 2 out here and a runner at second. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit, and he'll barrel right through the stop sign, headed for the plate. Reddick able to get it in quickly, and that'll hold the runner at third.
Number 7.
So stepping in, Eric Ibar, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. 1-1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bourne is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Andrelton Simmons digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
The shortstop.
First delivery to him on the way.
Simmons.
Into the seats, 0-1. The 0-1 on its way. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. Set to deal on 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward is there. 1 down. Homer Bailey is ready for his first AB here in this one.
Homer Bailey.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. Goes under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Leading off the inning, Miguel Cabrera, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. Goes down to get the off-speed pitch here as this is sent in the air out to left. It's got some carry to it. And that ball is gone. A home run.
Now batting, second baseman, Odubel Herrera.
So a solo shot off the bat of Miguel Cabrera. 6th home run on the season for him as the Tigers have made this a 1-1 ball game. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. Now Bourne will have to hurry this back in off the wall. And they'll keep the pressure on here. He's in with a triple. Ben Paulson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
Yeah, but this time, if he can just put the ball on the ground again, he's going to have a good chance at an RBI because right now the infield's playing back.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. In the air out toward right field. On the move is Reddick. Makes the play, 1 away. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Center fielder number 12.
Anthony Goes is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Good fastball there from Bailey as he takes charge, 0-1. Now a fly ball heading for Martinez out in left field. And he's got it for out number 2. Justin Morneau is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at bat. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well. And we're in the middle of this ball game.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And there's ball 3 now to Morneau. 3-1.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Adam Frazier is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Lifted the other way to left center. Goes is after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he'll round it and try for third. The relay, but he is in there with a triple. J.D. Martinez is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
And he will make the catch out there in left center, but that should be plenty deep to do the job. And this will get into the books as a sac fly and an RBI, and we are tied at 2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Davis. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Ball 1.
1-1.
2 runs on 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. On the move is Paulson. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, Albert Pujols. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses with it, 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. To 2-2 now. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. In the air to straightaway right. Moving under it, Hayward, and the inning is over. James McCann heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Catcher, James
Bailey
McCann.
into his motion. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. high in the air out to center field. Bourne has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Shane Green gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
No ball.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. He looks to be back in control now here in the 5th as that swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th. Jason Hayward will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Josh Reddick comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Right fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Reddick.
Lifted in the air out to left. Paulson is over. 1 away. So the leadoff man's retired now for Russell Martin.
Russell Martin.
Takes this the other way to right, but this will hang just long enough for him to run it down in shallow right for the second out. Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Fly ball heading for the alley. After it is goes. But he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Homer Bailey is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Homer Bailey.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. Push to the right side, and that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit. Around third is Simmons now, heading for the plate. The run scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game. Michael Bourne steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. He's set. Here's the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Eric Ibar will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
This is pulled into right, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning. Miguel Cabrera steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Bailey pauses. First pitch on the way. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Reddick has a read on it. He makes the play, and the runner will try to tag from first. Odubel Herrera tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see how he follows it up here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Reddick, still going back. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. Ben Paulson will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Adam Frazier will make his way in as he leads things off here in the Pirates' half of the 6th.
Second baseman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled to the right side. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. J.D. Martinez will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Oh, that grounder got him. No chance to make a play. Let's see if he's okay out there. Chris Davis steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Justin Wilson will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Wilson.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Inside here with the cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
Boy, hitting the guy wouldn't exactly be the smoothest way to enter a ball game. He's lucky that one didn't get him.
None out, runners at first and second. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 5.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And stepping in the former MVP, Albert Pujols. Michael Fulmer will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Flying toward right center. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. And the runner from second is in to score. It's 5-2. Josh Reddick will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips.
Been hitting the ball pretty well, though, despite the offer so far.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Cabrera is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning. Russell Martin will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Well, he's got nothing to show for it, but his last at-bat was a nice one. He put a good swing on it.
Grounded to Cabrera. This could be 2. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Back here in Pittsburgh, it's on to the 7th inning with the Pirates leading in this one. But before the inning gets underway, let's check out the game summary to this point. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. On his way to pitch number 75. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. Another one sent foul. Line drive to center field, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. Justin Morneau will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
High and deep to right center field. Back goes Bourne at the track. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. James McCann will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
James McCann.
He's set, and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Fielded cleanly. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play, and very quickly here, the side is retired. Andrelton Simmons steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Grounded to short. Ibar has it. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Next for Pittsburgh,
Homer Bailey will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Tony Kemp will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started.
Tony Kemp.
Out in front of it, strike one. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Line softly toward the hole. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Michael Bourne will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Paulson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Adam Frazier. He singled his last time up.
Adam Frazier.
He's ready. Now the pitch. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Lined hard toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. J.D. Martinez gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up, flips it underhand. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Michael Blazek will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Michael Blazek.
Michael Fulmer will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Gene Segura is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Set to deliver on 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And this should be a challenge here with a 3-run lead.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Segura turns and goes to second. Around second now, heading for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple. Jason Hayward stands in now, looking to get on base any way he can with that potential tying run standing on deck. He's set, now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Oh, and this is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2. Eric Ibar comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base.
Yeah, and in this situation, you've got to move that runner to second any way you can. So we're going to see how they decide to play it right here.
1 ball, no strikes.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. A quick out number 1. So a runner stands at third. 1 man is out, and that'll bring in the ever dangerous third baseman Miguel Cabrera. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Martinez. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he is in there. Odubel Herrera will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Jared Hughes will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And no swing apparently, ball 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Kyle Ryan is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Kyle Ryan.
Chris Davis steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second.
Chris Davis.
Liner toward right center, and that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the eighth. Albert Pujols takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield will probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Now batting,
Josh Reddick will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Alex Rios. Orlando will get a chance to swing the bat here, and he'll do it in a good spot. As he has Alex Wilson is on to work as he'll take over here in the eighth.
Alex Wilson.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. Throw to first, not in time, so now everybody's safe. Russell Martin gets a great opportunity to drive in some runs and add to this lead, but the double play is in order.
Now, definitely trying to pitch for the ground ball right here, and as a hitter, you just got to look for something up in that zone, something you can drive.
Up next,
Andrelton Simmons stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
And Morneau stays with it for out number 2. Jared Hughes comes to the plate looking to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 men gone.
Well, these are those situations that kids go through in the backyard. Bases juiced, 2 outs. He needs to stay within himself.
Jordy Mercer.
Slapped hard the opposite way. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Tony Watson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 44, Tony Watson.
Ben Paulson will stand in here. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point.
Leading off with the Tigers,
Justin Upton will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Justin Upton.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. To third. Freeze is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Anthony Gose steps in, got a base hit in his last at-bat. Ian Kinsler will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 3, Ian Kinsler.
And now a swing and a ball hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to first takes care of Kinsler here for out number 2. Justin Morneau stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Cameron Maben will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2-2 now with 2 away, and the base is empty. They're ready to raise the Jolly Roger. 38,000 plus on their feet at PNC. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Tigers, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. The winning pitcher is Homer Bailey. His record is now 7-3. The save to Tony Watson, his 8th. The loss goes to Shane Green. He falls to 3-3. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.